As tower gardeners, sometimes we are challenged to think outside the box, especially when it comes to trellising vines, whether it be beans, cucumbers, and even watermelon. I'm Sherry, and this is Tower Gardening Made Easy. Last year, you probably watched me grow grocery sized cucumbers on this trellis that's behind me. And I used just simple twine and I attached the strands of the vine to each side of the trellis and the top as well. Well, it worked okay. I did get a very nice haul of cucumbers at the end of the season. However, there is probably a better way. So, of course, I get on the computer, scour the internet, and I find this product I've never heard before. It's from BioSun. I'm sure you guys have all heard that company. I'm not an affiliate. It's called trellising netting, and it's basically it's a 15-foot by 5 feet tall netting, and each section is about, I want to say, 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be installing this. I'm going to pull these towers out, unclip all of the wiring, and I'm going to start to put the trellis up there, and then we'll put the towers back into place and then go ahead and string the vines. As you can see, if you watched some of my live earlier, I got vines that are about 36 inches. So it's really, really time. Now, with the cucumber tower last year, I only had one tower. So now I have two. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to provide a little more light. So one of the things you're going to see me do is these back lights here that are an X. I'm going to be kicking those out straight and I'm going to put them in back of the netting. So we'll see how that goes. All right, the first step is I'm going to unclip the lights and the pumps and move each of the towers out to the side so I have a full, clean area so that I can get a ladder underneath so I can hang the trellis. It's 15 feet wide, so I think what I'll probably do is double it. And the 5 feet, I think, will be perfect because I'm not going to want them below the reservoirs because there really isn't any light down there. So I think that the 5 feet is just perfect. So let's go ahead and give this a whirl. Okay, so we've got this pretty strung. It's not super pretty, but it's functional. Once these vines get on there and I start weaving them through, um, you're never going to notice that it's not perfect. But basically what I just did was there are hooks here on either side of the trellis, and it made it very easy to kind of start it. It's very fine. So as you can see, it was very slippery, and I thought it was going to be a little more difficult with the knots, but there's like a section right here that's, um, a little bit thicker than over here, which is fine because the two towers kind of merge in the middle anyway. So the next step is let's get the towers put back. I have a new power strip for these guys, and let's start putting them on the vines. Okay, so the hard work starts now. So now the netting is up and the lights are in the back. I could fiddle with the lights for hours. But now what I want to do is I want to start to trellis this. So I was originally going to start from the bottom, but I think I'm going to take the weight from the top and really just try to work from the top bottom. So let's do this together. Okay. There's a lot of vines. I think I probably let this go a little bit longer than I should have. And I guess I just really wanted longer vines to do this. And I didn't want to rush it. But I think given what I know now, I probably should have done it a little bit sooner. So the big thing is these guys they're sticky. The branches or the vine itself is sticky and they just love to grab onto anything. So here goes nothing. And I just I want to break anything. I guess that's why I wanted to wait for so long. We got one in. Okay, here we go. And I'm really just going to do the ones that are super long, the ones that are still, have some room to go. Oh, see what I mean? They grab on and then they just rip the leaves. Oh, that makes me so sad. All right. I mean, look at this guy. Like I can just really he's going all the way to the top. I just got to make sure that there's nothing like a sister vine like that. And then they'll take a life of their own. I mean, they'll just start to grab on and do their thing. There we go. It's like making art. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got two. I think that looks pretty good. And I think having those two lights in the back, that X is going to give it that little extra that it needs from the other side. So here's like a little sister thing that it grew. So I might as well just weave that in there now. The other thing that I liked about this with the watermelon, because they're going to get good size. I'm going to go and there's a net. I don't know what they're called, but it's a net, but it has 4 clips to it. So I'll be able to take that watermelon once it's pollinated, and I've got a couple, but they're still tiny, tiny, and then scoop it up into the net and literally just clamp on to the netting. So that will make it, I really thought this out over the winter, guys. I really did give this a lot of thought. All right, so let's go to this next. He's not big enough, but he is. So let's go here with him. I just thought to myself, how can I make this better? How can I make this stronger and produce, bigger size watermelon? The ones I grew last year they were pretty good size. But I don't know. Bigger's better, right? He doesn't like that. Oh, he's in there now. Tangled. All right. Well, that'll be okay. I wanted to pull him out and weave him a little bit more, but it got stuck. So I'm just going to leave it versus breaking it because there's actually a little, and we'll do a tour at the end. I'll turn the camera. We'll do a tour. There's already a pollinated watermelon right there, or he's not big enough. Okay, I may have to just, for right now, move the lights. Adjust them a little bit later, but look at this guy. When I say that I let this go too long, I did. I did. I just really wanted to make sure that I had enough to trellis. So we're going to be crisscrossing and taking this netting, stuffing it every which way. There's a pollinated right there, this little guy. Some tentacles will hopefully will grab on tonight. Looks pretty good so far, right? If anybody's wondering, this is the sugar baby. That's that smaller kind of watermelon. This is the brand that I'm growing. The EC right now, because it's full grown, is at 2.4, and the pH I keep exactly at 6. I check it once a week. It really doesn't fluctuate much like the squash. The squash are, I don't know, they're doing their own thing right now, giving me a heartache. It's so weird how it just keeps going down. Here's one. And I'll just bop this up here. And again, we'll just have to adjust the lights at the end. Here's another big boy. Well, what are we going to do with this one? Kind of got to go that way. My goal is almost no breakage. That's really what I want. And I want to keep the vines at the net pot so secure, because if you break it, it's over. It's all your hard work of growing this um, was for nothing. They are relatively easy to grow if anyone's interested. I think I have a playlist for watermelon. You can go back and look at last year's. And I actually grew them on a home versus what's going to happen now. This is going to be just, this is going to be crazy when this gets really, really going and this fills in. So I'm really, really excited for that. Boy, they are sticky, man. Those little tentacles grab on and that's it. Lights out. Lights out. They don't want to be moved around after that. Gonna do that. That looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna work a little bit on this side. Turn you guys a little bit so you can see me over here. I think these front ones I'm just going to leave alone because there will be some wands that are obviously right here. And I'll just pinch them back. I think that would be the best thing versus stretching them to the back. But I planted the majority of these guys to the back so that they could be on trellis. Be on a trellis, I should say. Okay. I'll be able to do some self-pollinating from the couch. You just lean over on the back. That's up. And what do we got back here? And just like the cucumber, trellis over here, I'll be able to take the lights and just tip them either way. I'll be able to just tip it, and I've got some bigger spots over here, so we'll go ahead and try to weave this through very carefully through this way. I don't know. I looked all over the internet for something that would work on this, and I'm really hoping that this, and I think it will. I think it's gonna do great. I just got to make sure that the lighting is on point. Some of these little ones I'm gonna leave. Got a big one down here. And just angle them all to the back if I need to. So same thing. I'm going to weave this through. It's almost a two-man job. If you've got a friend that you can enlist who's a gardener, or that would be really, really helpful to, because these things are long and we don't want to break it, because okay. All right, let's go here. And then, oh, it's getting hot in here. Okay, that one's up. Looks good. And I've got some small ones right here that I'm just going to leave. I think they're okay. Can always just pinch them back a little bit, but boy, oh boy, does that look really pretty. When I turn the camera and you guys get the full view, it's, you know, for what we do as tower gardeners, this is such a reward, and it's just so pretty. And the fact that I'm doing this in my basement, so it's really great. Okay, now let's do the other one. All right, what do we got? Okay, I'm gonna pull this guy out a little bit. All right, he looks pretty good. So I'm gonna push back just a little bit. And then, so what I was talking about the wands, so now I'm just gonna angle them a little bit. Bring them in and then angle them, because that's where they're gonna need to go. Oop, hello. All righty, so we got a big long one down here. It's already trying to self-attach to the bottom, and I don't want that, so let me get him out. Oh, I know why. The tentacles have wrapped around the leaf. Oh, okay, casualty there. They're trying to trellis on their own with the tentacles. Okay, we're going to move that light. They're so sticky, so the minute that they touch this netting, they just adhere to it. So that's part of my issue. Mother Nature's little sticky. Okay, don't want to break that. That's got a watermelon on it. That looks pollinated. Okay, I'm going to come from the back on this one. And maybe come through a little bit. And what do we got here? So I can secure it like this. The great thing about this netting is it's stretchy. There's a lot of stretch to it. Let's see what I can do. Turn you guys a little bit this way. Okay. I've got some long ones. I'm gonna move this guy out for a minute. Start with the top. I think that's my problem. I'm doing from the bottom, which is everything's just getting super, super tangled. So let's weave this guy up, 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 as far as I can get it. Sometimes I'm impatient with a cucumber. I just want to toss it up there and be done. I want them to stretch, stretch, stretch. But with this guy, I just waited and waited. I think that's okay. And then I'm going to come around. Ooh, there we go. That looks good. Looks really good. Coming along. Oops. I felt a snap. Okay, a little casualty. It's gonna happen. Just gotta be, I guess, a little more gentle. I'm glad that I doubled it over, because it really did give me a lot of netting over there. Okay, so all right, what do we got on the top? I gotta reassess here. What's going on down here? I wonder if it would be better if I move you guys to the other side. See if this is any better. So you can actually kind of see from this side. Let me adjust that a little bit. I think that's better. We'll know when I get to the editing stage. Okay. So I got a long one down here. Just, oh my God, they're doing this self trellis again here. I got another big one. I've got to go this way with it. Ooh, that looks good. All right, so I need to kind of go this way with her. Maybe you can see a little bit better as I'm just trying to blindly and gently weave this in and out. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just trying to string up, because this is what it wants. Okay, I got another long one right here coming up. I think I have to go through here. Not quite sure how we're gonna manage it. Oh, this has got a nice one. So funny, like you don't really see the watermelon develop until they're developed, and then they're like, bam, there it is. So, and I knew, I'm like, I gotta do this. I gotta get downstairs and do this. I've had this netting for, I don't know, sat in the Amazon box for like 2 weeks. There's lots going on. All right, so maybe what I'll do is I'll come around. I'm going to trellis this from this way. I can see it better. I feel like it's got like a natural little curve to it. And it kind of wants to go this way. So I'm going to balance it there and go back around and see if I can't pull it through. Sometimes you just got to work with Mother Nature. It's curving to the left here. It looks pretty snug there. So let me come back through one of these guys and then just do a quick little flip up here. I got to tell you, the texture of this vine is very odd. It's very, very odd. It's just, it feels sticky. I think I've said that now a couple times. Okay, what do we got down here? I've got some front pieces, and honestly, I think I'm just going to leave them kind of here for right now. Oops, another casualty. They're going to get some light on the bottom. Let's see how these guys do with the light in the back. And then just some right there. And then if I have to, I can always just snip it and cause it to grow thicker versus longer. But I got everything, up here. I just got a couple like that are right here. Just get in the way here on the bottom. Just adjust that. But I really just honestly, I just think that I'm going to leave it and I'll just end up clipping them to make them get thicker and then string them a little bit. But like these guys, just get them to go and stretch a little bit. Here we go. This guy can go just like that. That looks good. Also, too, it's giving him some airflow that, as we always talk about, like watermelons aren't prone to powdery mildew, but why chance it? Here's another one. I think I'll go under and string him up. Afraid of that light being too close. Maybe just a quick little stick through here. Oops, something just fell. And try to get that leaf. The leaves grow in clumps. Don't want to, there we go. So you don't want to, whoops, okay, a little casualty there. What just fell? Oh, this guy fell. Like the cucumber, they're sticky and they'll wrap around the whatever you're trying to trellis. They'll grab a hold of it, almost like teeth. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, these guys right here in the front, those are too little to trellis, but they're fine. Just give that tower some dimension. So let's go ahead and adjust the lights. Again, I'm going to angle this. I haven't talked about my additions in the room this year ever since my aphid issue, but I collected a couple ladybugs, and so they love it down here. And they hang out on the towers, and sometimes I just saw one that was really mad. He took off. But they love aphids and they love spider mites, and they just do a really, really good job of cleaning up. So there's four of them. Um, and I see them from time to time. Sometimes I don't see them for days, but they like this particular tower because I think it's sweet. I think there's something to it that little sappy, sweet, sticky is what they love. So I like that light. Let me just bring this one down. And this will get this backside. This will get the front. This will get this area right here. This light's going to take care of this corner. We got the crisscross in the back to get lighting in the back, and I'll adjust those so that as they grow in and fill in, they're not burning the leaves. That looks really good. I love the tilt on this one. I think that's really very, very nice. So let me go ahead and spin the camera around and give you guys a real 3D of what it looks like. She's really, really pretty. All right, I'm going to start from the right corner. And as you can see, it's just, you know, the netting isn't pretty. Let's be real. But it works. And I think it works so much better than the twine and the tension on the vines. So again, I'm just going to kind of go up there. Now, this is the front right tower. And as you can see, there's just some little things here. And then these guys down here, I'm not going to worry about those. I'll fix that at a later date. But you can see where this light will take care of this section right here. And then look at this gorgeous center and how that's going to fill in. And if I zoom in right, where are you? I need my finger. There we go. Right there, guys. There's a pollinated watermelon. And there's a few of them in here. They just got to get a little bit bigger and then give you a little close up. Look just how beautiful those little flowers are. But here's the left tower on the inside. And you can see how those, the backlighting, okay, is right there. And then this front light's going to take care of this front right and front center. This is the left. You can see where there's plenty of light here. This is the rear left right here. And you can see right there and right there. There's two pollinated watermelons. And then my little buddy, where are you? Where'd you go? He was in here a minute ago. He's hiding. I just saw the ladybug. All right. He doesn't want to come out. It's fine. He's in there. He's taking a nap. Doesn't want to be bothered. But here's one that needs to be pollinated. I'll come down here tomorrow and do that. Make sure you catch that on the live. You got the camera that's going 24/7, or I should say 12 hours, not 24/7. It's doing 12 hours from morning to night. Just doing its thing. Let me back up here so you guys can get a full. And there we go. I mean, like, she's just really pretty. I'm really, really pleased with this. And I think soon we're going to have to string up and the watermelons for the weight. And I can't wait to do that with you guys. Hey guys, thanks for joining me and helping me put up the trellis and string up all the vines into the new netting. I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sherry. This is Tower Gardening Made Easy, and we'll see you soon. Be sure to catch me in the daily live.